The sudden death of a vagrant in downtown Belize City during the lunch hour today draws new attention to the plight of the homeless. What caused him to perish under the sweltering heat of the midday sun is one for the coroners to determine. Unfortunately, despite the commotion of rush hour traffic on Albert Street, the unidentified man, an amputee confined to a wheelchair indefinitely, died alone.
Sometimes they depend on Orange Street. Either they in the traffic, we try help and move out of the traffic for no get knocked down or so. Or sometimes they depend on this Abdul building area and they wet up itself. One time we try help and put in a wheelchair because they try get in there, we can't get in. They can't get in because take away have like one leg, no?
It is reported that sometime after 12 o'clock he was observed asking for help. Seemingly, the indigent may have been requesting assistance in being wheeled from Mule Park to the other side of the busy thoroughfare. No one came to his aid. His nephew, who was usually around to lend a hand, shares his frustration.
This that will puzzle me. I could always help everybody, and at the end of the day, now when I see my uncle down there in our state, nobody want to help him, nobody want to give him nothing. I always the one where I push him from point A to point B and over anywhere he want to go. No care how stinky smell, no care whatever about him. You know, that's my uncle that.
Homelessness in Belize, particularly wandering men and women in the area of Albert Street, is not an unusual prospect. Notwithstanding a few shelters that have been established to provide daily meals, a change of clothes, or a brief stay, very little is being done socially to assist the displaced.
This particular individual, I've been dealing with him for the past 5 years. This year is actually my 5th year, but due to the fact I said this year is my 4th annual feeding project. Due to the first year I haven't had it on the media. He's been a very bright person. He's outgoing, right? He sits, he talks his little problems. During the weeks, during the time of Easter when we go to feed them or I go to feed them, we would usually go and wake them because this particular individual usually sleeps in front of the Queen Street police station. And I could recall meeting with him last year and providing his food 3 meals a day for 1 week. And it was very tough for him being that he only has 1 feet.
Equally difficult is the fact that his next of kin are not in the country. With no identity and no one to look after his funeral expenses, the nephew fears that he will be saddled with the cost.
Nobody don't know who to contact for this man. Nobody don't know nothing about this man now. How this man get buried? Who bury this man? That's the idea. You understand me? So I don't know where I'm happy with this man. Because me, myself, personally, I don't got no money.
The scene, a dreadlocked man missing a lower extremity, splayed across the pavement as customers of a nearby bank and passers-by, gawked in disbelief, unsure whether he was sleeping or indeed dead, caused quite a stir.
Today when I come like maybe 12:15, I see the man stay still, you know, the breathe, so that's how I know the man dead. Right?
Now, I was made to understand that on several occasions earlier, he was asking for people who are passers-by to remove him from the wheelchair, and apparently nobody bothered with him, and they just pretty much left him there.
Well, sometimes some people don't want to bother him because, no disrespect, but they, you know, if it come back, you know, no disrespect, but people try to help him. You know, myself also try to help him sometimes.
Today, however, he was alone in his final hour.
Like you have heard from the nephew, he don't know where the cash, the money, or so ever would come from to help bury his uncle. And so on behalf of Youth Creating Talent as youth president, I would like to ask if there is anybody who would like to give any contribution so that this man could be rest peacefully. They can send any small contribution or any donation to Youth Creating Talent at our account number 211-098809 at Atlantic Bank.
Reporting for News 5, I am Economic.